Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Maria Jaju and today I have an interesting project to share with you. This artwork was born from a request to make some anime art to be used in an episode of a TV show. Studio 2V in Moscow is one of the biggest TV production houses in Russia. They make a lot of different TV shows and game shows and various things, and a fan favorite canine cop show about a German shepherd named Muhtar. In this episode, a teenage girl goes missing, and a fictitious anime that she's a huge fan of becomes an interesting plot point for how Muhtar and his human cop colleagues are able to find the girl. So I was asked to make a picture of what the main character of this anime would look like, and it would have to be something that's recognizable from afar. So I definitely gave her a distinctive hairstyle and color scheme, because if you think of some of the more recognizable characters like Sailor Moon or Utena, if you see them from afar on somebody's keychain, you're gonna know that it's Sailor Moon or Utena, and that was one of the effects that I was going for. The other thing that I worked on was making sure that this anime had a good name and a logo and some of the other stuff that we could put into the missing girl's social media profile that would make it look like she's really in love with the show and really in love with Japan overall. So I had designed a name for the main character. Her name was always going to be Miyako from the script, but there are many different ways that you can write the name Miyako in Japanese. And I chose 3 characters. Usually the name Miyako, like if you meet real life women named Miyako, they usually actually write their name with only 1 character. And but there are some variations where you could use 3. And if you know anything about Japanese characters, you'll know that I actually got this first character at the top here completely wrong, and I didn't notice it until after I scanned the picture, and then I had to frantically cover it up and fix it. And so in the final image it is correctly the word for beauty, but the 3 characters are, from top to bottom, Mi, Ya, and Ko. Mi is the same Mi that's in every Japanese girl's name that has the letters M and I in them. It's the same character always. It's the character for beauty. The Ya that I chose is the character for night, which I thought that since this anime girl is going to have magical powers according to the anime, it would be a cool way to slip in that extra detail. It's actually the same Ya that's in Inuyasha. And then Ko is the word for child. It's also the Ko that's at the end of every Japanese girl's name that ends in Ko. So that was really fun. I also wound up providing a bunch of other anime work that I had done in the past in similar styles so that it could go on the social network profile, and even some photos from when I was in Japan to kind of fill out that Japan obsession for this missing girl. I was actually delaying publishing this or even editing this video because I was hoping that I could cut a few snippets from the final episode and include them here. Unfortunately, that would be so much legal red tape to go through for just a couple of seconds of video that it would not be possible. I asked, they said no. Oh well. But I will link to the episode on YouTube when it comes out if you want to watch it. It will be in Russian. There will be no subtitles. But it's an adorable show, and I'm in love with this dog. So a little bit about this piece itself. I had done a bunch of studies of what I wanted her to look like, what style of eyes and all the other things I wanted to give her. And I used this picture to start my new Moleskine sketchbook. If you've seen my other video, I have just finished my very first Moleskine sketchbook, and I had done a flip through of that. I'd originally wanted to give her a dark red background because I really love the color burgundy. When I tried putting it on here with all the other colors, it just looked too much like blood, and that didn't seem like happy and anime to me. So I was able to replace it with a purple. And I really love my new, what are they called? Holbein watercolors, because they are really thick and they can get really opaque, and so I was able to cover up the blood color with the purple, and I was also able to cover up the very top of the very first character and correct 2 of the strokes to make it a real character and not a made up one. But I had lots of fun doing this, and I'm really happy with the results. I think that I pushed myself a lot on this piece, and it's so cool to see your work in a television show. It's really cool. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you next time.